What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, like, comment, and subscribe. Today, what I got for you guys is how I like to beat match coverage out of my gun empty tray scheme from the running gun playbook. Here's just a couple of clips at the beginning, right before I get into the breakdown. So, if you really want to know how to beat each and every match coverage in the game, that's not regular zone coverage. It's not regular match coverage. This is the video for you because I did read the comments and you guys said that that's the video you wanted next. And then after this, I will be dropping my how I like to beat man coverage. So just stay tuned for the rest of the video. I'm gonna just give you guys probably one more clip after this, or this might be the last clip. Um, of just me running it in game, and yeah, I'm out. So I read the comments. You guys wanted help with some match coverage. How I like to beat match coverage out of my gun empty tray scheme from the running gun playbook. So here I am. Now I will say, match coverage. All match coverages are different. So I'll break down how I like to attack each one. But I'll show you guys my updated audibles. I placed smash with strong flood. I like this a little better. Really good against man, match, and zone. Pretty much everything else stays the same. I'll come out and play stick since it's not in my audibles, and I start off with cover four quarters. And the first thing you want to do is identify cover four quarters by looking at the corners. They're both in off technique, about 8 yards, two deep safeties, and then your nickel defender, which is on the left, is at about 4 to 5 yards of depth. So now, okay, I'm like, okay, this is quarters, and so the rules of quarters is everybody's pretty much taking one, whoever they're assigned over vertical, unless, so it's like vertical unless, if that makes sense. So outside corner will take one vertical, safety will take two vertical, and then here's where it gets tricky. The three rec receiver, or three rec, will take who is the Mike defender. This is the usual user candidate. A lot of people like to use this defender. He has all of three vertical. So if he's not taking the tight end down the field, you'll have a one play touchdown if you set up the rest of the raw combo the right way. I'm about to show you guys a universal beater that will take advantage of cover four quarters, no matter if they are using the three defender or not. So the play to beat this is you want to come out in wide corner, take this tight end route and stem him up once. That's triangle X, hold L1, and then up on the D-pad. You want to take two in your slot, which is your running back, put him on a streak, and then this outside receiver, you want to put him on a return route. So it looks like this. And then backside, I like to put a slot fade. That's optional. But the front side concept is what you want to look at. And as you'll see against quarters, the safety will kind of bug out and match the wrong defender. So again, I told you guys he's supposed to have two vertical, but here he matches three vertical. And we'll have the seam route for a walking touchdown, and it's consistent. So you guys can see I can throw this, run the same route combination 100 times over against quarters, and it will win every single time. So I'll just run it one more time for you guys just to show it is not fluke. He does this pretty much every single time. Boom, walk-in touchdown. Now again, like I said, the three receiver hook is the person that is responsible for the tight end down the seam. So I was gonna run a concept like this, right? And I have a deep out route that will take the safety out of the play, and then backside I like to do a slot fade with this dig. And so now I'm reading the Mike defender if I'm running this play. Funny enough, you can throw this out route, so you can, if you might see that get open. But I'm reading the Mike defender on this play, and I'm looking. If he's staying with the tight end, I throw my dig. If he jumps down on the dig, the tight end is a one play touchdown. So you'll see the CPU does a really good job of taking care of the seam route. But let's just imagine that is a user defender, and he must be on his toe. He must know that that is his assignment, and he got to take that away. So next, I'll go to cover four palms, because cover four palms is a little different than cover four quarters. And the way to you know, recognize cover four palms is everything looks pretty much the same except one thing, and that is the corner that is on the trip side. He is pressed. So if you see him pressed, you're like, okay, this is cover four palms. And the route combo you want to go to here is you want to take this tight end, you want to put him on a whip route, right? Because if we were to run the same route combination that we ran against quarters, so I'll just run it one time for you guys, just like this. You'll see the rules are different because the number two is taken all by the quarter flat this time. So what happens in palms is this outside corner is one-on-one. He's man press. The quarter flat defender who is over two, he has all of two unless three goes quick flat. So if 2 and 3, and by 2 and 3 I mean Tootin and Hawkinson, because you number 1, 2, 3. Hawkinson is 3. If 2 and 3 both go vertical, then the inside quarter takes 3 and the quarter flat takes 2. So again, that rock combo doesn't work. Okay, so let's try to take advantage of the flat defender in the quarter here. So what I want to do is put this tight end on a whip route, and then you want to put the slot receiver on a slot fade. And so what happens is the quarter flat defender is going to jump the whip, but he's going to jump it too late, leaving this slot fade for a walking touchdown because the safety is aligned too far inside. He's not going to be able to beat to get there, and so it's pretty consistent one play touchdown. So boom, Hurts makes a bad throw, so we don't get the touchdown. But you guys see the concept. So if you see an opponent that is in cover 4 palms, this is the combo you want to go to. And sometimes you'll see as right there, what happens is the tight end does get bumped a little bit, and so the quarter flat will stay. So you see he gets bumped too far inside, and he gets almost to the next hash. So the quarter flat will stay because he doesn't get out to the flat quick enough, right? And so that is one thing I will say. You can't just chuck this blindly. You do want to just kind of read, okay, I'm reading the quarter flat. Okay, he stays. And then now I'm working the backside concept. And you guys can kind of see the post route on the left did get pretty open. If I go in there and replace you guys, he does beat the safety because what happens in palms is this quarter on the backside, which I didn't get to yet, he takes the flat, the quick flat. So it says it's quarters, but it plays kind of more like a cover 2 on this side. And so now, right, he jump in the flat and you'll get a one-on-one, the safety one-on-one on this post route, and a safety versus receiver is, sometimes that isn't, ideal. So let's see here, boom. And I get screamed at. Excuse my dog in the background. He is a little sick at the moment, but he's fine. So again, I'll set that up just like this. Boom. And right there, he does not win, which is unfortunate because, as you see the play before, he does. So the one thing I can say this year is everything is not 100% consistent. Well, the quarters bomb that's going to happen every time. But here with this combo, sometimes he doesn't win, sometimes he does. Right there, he does. But more times than not, he will win. And also on the right side, we did have the slot fade for a touchdown. So those are two ways that I like to beat palms, on the left and the right. And now let's say if none of that is working, you want to just throw comeback routes. Comeback routes pretty much beat any zone coverage in the game. That's not cover 2. But any match coverage or cover 3 sky, cover 4 drop, comeback routes and seam routes, so I like to run it out of this. You can pretty much throw them blindly, honestly. Oh, I didn't get the right. Yeah. So boom, you can pretty much throw that blindly every single time. Works on the wide side as well, even in press man. So I'll just run this. Boom, and then you guys can kind of see on that play, sometimes that does happen as well. Out of this goes wide shake, the safety will match a little late. And well, right there, you guys see he did a pretty good job. But it's similar to the whip route where it's I'll just put him on a slot fade, and you guys can see the nickel defender or the quarter flat defender does play the shake route the same way he plays the whip, and the shake route is this route by the tight end. So this sometimes can also work. Either way really works. You might find that this may be more consistent for you, but those are just simple ways to bust, match, or cover 4 palms and cover 4 quarters. Now, when it comes to cover 9 performs similar to cover 4 palms, so you can attack that the same way, unless the cover 2 side is to the trips. So I'll show you guys that real quick. And I'll come out and cover 9. So remember that what I said, cover 9 is the nickel defender is on the 2 receiver side. So what happens in cover 9, it's cover 2 to the left, but it's more of a cover 2 match. So they match it similar to man coverage. And then on the right side, it is cover 4 palms. So we run the same concept here. boom, you'll find the slot fade is still a one play touchdown. And then I'll go against cover six. Cover six will line up the opposite way, where the cover two side is to the strength. And so to attack cover two here, what I like to do is simple, you know, what do they call it? Ohio, Omaha, something like that. And I'll try to hit this fade down the sideline, hit the honey hole shot, and that'll be pretty much there um, every single time, as long as that slot, or excuse, not slot, as that was a terrible throw. But as long as you recognize that the corner is at 5 yards and the safety is a deep half defender, he'll never play that. He's actually, the safety's getting over there pretty fast, and so the reason for that is if the tight end gets bumped too far, he doesn't threaten the safety enough. So right there, I don't know how I got screamed at, but what you want is a clean release from the tight end, and unfortunately, you can't just get a clean release every single time. As you see right there, it is a pick. So you want to kind of recognize and read the safety. So here, boom, let's read the safety. Boom, he doesn't get over, and we have that whole shot. So yeah, so versus any type of cover two to the right side, I like to play stick, and the reason I like stick is it has a stock out route, because the speed outs don't do a good enough job at pulling the outside quarter all the time, or not quarter, the outside flat. As you see right there, we are able to fit it in with the this like stock, this the speed out, but sometimes he'll like kind of match it deep, so you kind of got to read the defender. You can't really chuck anything, or can't really just blindly throw. Kind of just genuinely have to read. Is right there. I don't know. We got to feed him, but you guys see the concept. I'm trying to hit that, the turkey hole shot, the honey hole, whatever you want to call it, against the cover two style defense. And then on the left side, it's more of a quarters. So you see the same route concept with the flat and the post does not work against that kind of quarters. And so you can just simply run this again, where you have the dig route, or if all else fails, throw your comeback route. Boom. I might have threw it. Nope. Still wide open. And I think even sometimes against soft squads, let's see on the right side. Yeah, against a soft squad, you can still throw a comeback route. So, lastly, I will do cover three match, and I'm doing this last because cover three match is probably the most safe version of match defense, because you have a middle field safety that is really good at and then the seam flats are really good at not getting beat. They used to get beat by slot fades, but they don't get beat that much by slot fades anymore. So what I like to do against cover three match is, for one, the first thing I'll tell you guys is throw comeback routes. I'm genuinely comeback routes on either side. They can't be guarded by any deep match defenders. So if you're struggling against match, just start spamming comeback routes, and it will be fine. But another thing I like to do is, out of this play stick, it has this like slant route by Chris Olave that's really good. And the way that I like to isolate that, and the route combo that I go to, is I'll put two in on a crosser, and then I'll put a comeback route on the outside. And then you can either run it like this, or I'll put a speed out by the tight end or an out route, and then just stem them down once. And what this route concept does is, you'll have the slant coming across, and then the crosser. One of them will be open 9 times out of 10. So boom. I actually threw that prematurely, but as you see, he'll clear that hook curl defender, and you'll be able to throw that. I'll run it again for you guys. Boom. Just give me a little time. But you guys kind of see where I'm going with this. You do want a pretty fast guy, have a fast running back in the game there. But let's say the user is running with that. Jesus Christ, I'm getting screamed at. But the slant is really the read that I like to make. I'm just kind of show you guys that you can throw the crosser, but the read that you want to make is this slant route in that pocket there, and you guys some nice easy yards. Now, one thing I will say about cover three match is this play wide corner. If this is the user defender in the mic, he has to stay with the corner route. So I'll run this play stop, right? And if you see that play stop, the hook curl defender responsibility is that corner route. So if he does not stay there, you will have one play touchdowns there or big gains. and I'll probably put a clip in at the beginning of the video, maybe even right here, of me running this in game and throwing this corner route because I have a defender that is not um, staying home to his assignment. Yeah, it's really dependent on who they're using, really. And then this play flood is pretty good stop. You can throw that flat, throw that the slot cross or the out route. You guys kind of see all three of them guys were pretty had solid leverage or were open. So you can just throw this flat, quick, boom, get your easy yards, and then throw this backside short cross. See clears, and if all else fails again, throw the comeback route. But that's all I got for you guys today. Next video probably will be either a defensive video and or how I beat man coverage. So, but you guys have a blessed one. I'm out.